Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a quick thank you to Esmeralda Kleinriesink for buying lunch for Simon and myself yesterday, and gin and tonics for Simon, which affected his solve. I'm delighted to see. It was a great pleasure to meet you. Thank you. Now, we've got an intriguing puzzle today, which mentions CTC in it, it seems. This is Lucky 7, I think because of that 7 that's given, by James Kopp, who's often turned up on special occasions, Halloween last, I think, but does puzzles for all sorts. And this combines a very intriguing mix of two rule sets in a totally new way. I'm looking forward to having a go at this. What else have we got going on? We've got the Kickstarter almost into its last week. Do join that. You haven't got long to go, and we would love as many people to get on board as possible. That helps us reach stretch goals, defines what goes in the book, and we want to make it as good as possible. We will try our best, but the more goals we hit, the better it is, and it looks like I won't have to be doing Dance Dance Revolution, which is a relief. We've got Patreon. We've got the 12 Labours of Hercules, of course. That is out on Patreon. It is a brilliant Sudoku hunt based on those famous Labours of Hercules from ancient times. It's by Piotr V, who did a lot of storytelling and illustrations for it that are excellent, and Panthera and Spartacus, some of the greatest constructors around, and that is reflected in the comments we're getting from people who have solved either the mini quest or the full hunt. Very well done to all of you. Excellent effort. I think Simon's put up a solve of a very tough times crossword today on the channel. That's worth a look. I haven't actually seen that video yet when I'm recording this myself. I prefer to solve the puzzle first. I haven't done that, so looking forward to that. What else have we got going on? I mean, so much going on. There's creating a cryptic crossword with a celebrity. I always get that wrong. That is coming up on Tuesday next week. So looking forward to that. Hope I don't have a clash. I'm a bit scared of that suddenly. Anyway, that's on the John Halpin link underneath. You have to subscribe to his site to get involved and get on that stream. I don't know, there's so much. I've probably missed something. I'm going to have a go at this puzzle anyway. So let's see what the rules are. We've got, it's called Lucky 7. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That means the numbers 1 to 9 must go in each row, column, and 3x3 box. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give a very quick shout out to David Schuster and Luella Evans. Happy birthday. I know Simon's probably already done that, but I did want to wish you both a happy birthday from your wife and mother respectively. Now, identical digits cannot be a chess knight's move apart. I nearly missed that, and that is vital. Let's remind ourselves that a chess knight's move is 2 one way and 1 another, so those can't be identical digits, nor can those. And I will forget that at some point during the solve, and you will have to shout loudly at the screen to remind me. Digits along each purple renban line are a set of consecutive numbers in any order. So these are 4 consecutive numbers, but they could be in any order. So you might get a 3, 5, 4, 2, and that would fulfill the brief there. Purple lines, which are joined by grey connecting lines, are also equal sum lines. So the sum of the digits on a purple line within one 3x3 box must be the same as the sum of the digits on a connected purple line. So the sum of these 4 digits is going to be the same as the sum of these 5 digits because of the grey connection, and also the same as the sum of these 4 digits because there's another grey connection up there. That's really odd, unusual, and interesting, and it's kind of making an equal sum lines puzzle out of renban lines, which we have not seen before. Different joined lines may have different sums. That's not surprising. I mean, it's not impossible, but a 5 and a 2 would be likely to. So anyway, those 2 will add up to the same total. Those 3 lines will each add up to the same total. Wow, okay, so do give it a go. I don't know how hard this one plays. James, not normally simple, so this video might take a while. I'm looking forward to giving it a try, and let's get cracking. So this is clearly a puzzle in which we have to do some thinking about the rule set before we begin. Right. There are only a limited number of totals that any consecutive digits can add up to, but it matters how many of them there are. Okay, let's look first of all at 4-digit renbans. So 4 consecutive digits could be 1, 2, 3, 4, which add up to 10, which I will write like that. They could be 2, 3, 4, 5, which add up to 14. They could be 3, 4, 5, 6, which add up to 18. And you're probably seeing a pattern emerging here. 4, 5, 6, 7 add up to 22. 5, 6, 7, 8 to 26, and 6, 7, 8, 9 to 30. So these possible totals of 4-cell renban lines go up in 4s. Now over here I'm going to write the 5 possibilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adds up to 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 5 numbers with an average of 4, add up to 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're going up in 5s now, 30. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 35. There's one fewer possibility than over here because there are only, because with 5 digits you run out of sequences slightly quicker. Now we need to find an overlap and hope there's only one, and there is. Look at that. The only numbers on this side divisible by 5 are 10 and 30. 10 is too small for 5 digits, so 30 is the equal sum line. I'm now going to delete all my aid memoirs. That's all they were. They weren't real Sudoku digits. And know that the totals of that area, and this area are all 30, because that's the only way to do it. So this is a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. So is this. And this one, how did we get to 30 here? It's 5 digits with an average of 6. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I thought I was going to get a digit. I've got this 6, 7, 8 quadruple in the middle row. So that can't be 6, 7, or 8 and is 4 or 5. I don't get an actual digit. But I can also fill in the remaining 4 cells of box 2 are 1, 2, 3, and 9. And 9, for the same reason, can't be in those 2 cells because of the 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. So 9 must be in one of those 2. Now it can't be in those 2, and it must be in those 2, and it can't be in those 2, and it must be in those 2. And do I not get anything better than that out of this very interesting deduction? I'm not looking forward to doing this with 2s and 3s because I think there will be multiple possibilities, but I think I'm going to have to do the same sort of thing. Now, let's do it more in my head this time. A 3-cell sum could be 6, 9, 12, 15. It's always going to be divisible by 3 and fall between 6 and 24. A 2-cell sum is adding an odd and an even digit, so it's always going to be an odd number and falls between 3 and 17. Right, the overlapping area is between 6 and 17, and we need an odd number divisible by 3. And I think there are 2. There are 9 and 15. So these equal sum lines are adding up to either 9 or 15. Not necessarily this one, because that's just 2 cells in both cases. So 9 or 15, but it's better than that. They don't just add up to 9 or 15. They are either, on the 2 cell lines, a 4, 5 or 7, 8 pair. And on the 3 cell lines, they're either 2, 3, 4 to make 9 or 4, 5, 6 to make 15. And that's what keeps them consecutive. Ah, right. Now, the exciting thing here is whether they're 2, 3, 4 or 4, 5, 6 in these cells, they must include a 4. I've also just noticed that can't be the same set as this. That's quite interesting. The reason is because of this cell. If these were the same set, say they were both 2, 3, 4s, you'd write 2, 3, 4 in there, and you couldn't put any of those digits in that cell. So, in fact, yes, with the 4 position, that's not a 4. But the key thing is there is a 4 in one of these two cells, so there can't be one in these two cells in box 7 as well. So that's not a 4, 5 pair, that's a 7, 8 pair. Now we know this line adds up to 15. So it's 4, 5, 6 here. It's a 7, 8 pair there. Now, this is the other line, because 4, 5, 6 says this is a 2 or a 3. So this is now a 2, 3, 4 line adding up to 9, and this is a 4, 5 pair. And this is extraordinary. We have very nearly used all the lines and established all the numbers on them. The rest may be sudoku, which is unexpected. We've certainly still got this line to go, which is much less restricted. Of course, it can't have a set. Yeah, in fact, this is a pair of digits that must be the same pair. So that is the same as that. I might as well colour them. And that is the same as that. I'm just wondering, oh, they can't be 6, 7 or 7, 8 because of this 7. So neither red or yellow can be 7. So red and yellow, but they could be 8, 9, which means that one of those could be red. No, they couldn't. That's funny. They couldn't be 8, 9. Which is the only way one of those would be red. And the reason is because yellow would also be from 8, 9, and there'd have to be one of these cells from 8, 9, but those cells can't be from 8, 9 because 6, 7, 8, 9 are confined there. Oh, that's really interesting. So one of these is outside. Oh no, okay, it's not that interesting. It just means that red, the third red in these 3 columns, has to be here. It can't be in the 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's not even true. Bother. Because this could be 5 and 6, couldn't it? Red could be 6 and in one of those cells, and yellow could be 5. Okay, that colouring exercise was rather fruitless. Now, I did see this actually. I've got a 4, 5 pair here. So those can't be from 4 or 5. So that's 1, 4, 5, and there's another one in those cells. 4, 5, 6 triple says 6 can't be in those two, so one of these is a 6. One of these two must be a 5 because of that 4, 5 pair. Where does 5 go in the bottom row? And that means this is a 5. There's my first digit in the grid. Very odd place to be putting it. We've got a 5 there, definitely a 5 in one of those two. This can't be a 5 because of the 4, 5, 6 triple looking at it. That's a 5. I've just spotted, looking up column 3, there's a 7, 8 pair. So actually that could have been my first digit and is a 9. Is a 9, did I say that right? Yeah, I think so. That's given me a 6, 7, 8 triple in this column as well. So this cell sees all of 6, 7, 8, 5, and all of 2, 3, 4. So that is 1 or 9. This one sees 4, 5, 6, 9, a 7, 8 pair, and 2 and 3. So that's a 1. Wow. Weird naked single. So that's a 9. That's a 6. And maybe I could have thought about where does 6 go a little quicker. It's an interesting puzzle, isn't it? This one, it's not known, but it has to be 2 or 3. That 9 hasn't really done anything else. And 5, okay, 5 there. There's a 5 in one of those. That's a 5. I'm just beginning to wonder, do I have enough information? I've got a 6, 7, 8 triple. It just feels like there might not be enough info to solve the puzzle. Knight's move. I heard you. I'd forgotten. Of course I'd forgotten. I knew I'd forget. 5 hits that cell. 5 hits that cell. So we can place 5 here. Yeah, you see, it is worth having these thoughts about surely there's not enough detail to finish the puzzle. Because if that reminds you that there's a knight's move that is going to provide enough information, that can be incredibly useful. So 9 in one of those two can't be there by knight's move. 6 is here. Okay, let's focus on the knight's move now and not forget it again. Although maybe it's not actually doing anything else for me at the moment. It was quite polite to give me the 5s. Might be some colouring we can do with the knight's move restriction. Oh, or maybe we need to look at cells that are looking at the same place. So those two, I thought maybe they were looking at that, but they're not. They're both looking at that. These two are both looking at that cell. So this can't be 7 or 8 or 5, 4 or 6 or 9. It is 1, 2 or 3. There is in fact a 1 in one of these two cells. Can't be there by the knight's move. Or maybe we need to be looking at relationships like 9 is in one of those two cells, so it can't be in either of these because it would either break normal Sudoku or the knight's move restriction. Actually, I don't think 9 can be there, and didn't we work out this can't be a 9-8 pair? Because yellow would be an 8 then, and would be in one of these three cells where it can't be because of the renban. So 9 is not in those cells, and it's not in those cells, it's in one of these. That's not... well, again, 8 can't be in... oh no, 8 could be there. It can't be there because of the renban. Oh, there's 5 in one of those cells. So this yellow-red pair does not have a 9, 7 or 5 on it, in fact. So it's selected now. Its odd digit is either 3 or 1, and it's being selected from 1, 2, 3 and 4. And red cannot be a 1 because of that 1. Oh, and yellow cannot be a 4 because there's a 4 in one of those two. So red now does appear there, as I suspected, and that is 2, 3 or 4. Oh, look, it's not 4 because all the positions for 4 on this T at the top see that cell. That's pretty. It couldn't be 4 because there'd be nowhere left given the knight's move constraint of putting 4 in box 2. So red is not 4. Red is 2 or 3. Yellow is 1, 2 or 3. 2 is therefore definitely in this renban. So suddenly from knowing how to restrict the even numbers, we know knowing how to restrict the odd numbers on it, we know which even number is on it. Maybe it doesn't help. But we've got it quite restricted. Yellow could be anywhere there. Right, one of these is red 2 or 3. It's not that one. Is there any other way to use this? Red and yellow, 2 and 3. No, it could be 1. Yellow could be 1. I was going to say red and yellow. Ah, red has to be, yes. Where's red in this row? That's simple. It's here. Oh, that might be useful. So neither of these are red. One of these two is red. I'll mark that like that. And in the column 5, the only place left for red is here. And that decides that this is not red. It decides that this is red and is therefore 2 or 3, and importantly, not 9. So the 9 in the box is placed here. 9 by knight's move says that's not 9, so we get a 9 in box 3. There's a 9 in one of those two, so one of these is a 9. I don't know which, I don't think. That 9 rules out these 3, but one of those is a 9. That's not so helpful. Okay, so let's go back to thinking about red, because we've got a lot of reds. That's got to be red now in row 2. Oh yeah, let's keep going with red. It's got to be there in box 2, column 2, sorry. And it's there. That is red. So that's all the red's done. Now, can we do... the trouble with yellow is it could be 1. So it's much less restricted than red was. Maybe I just need to find another 2 or 3 colour. That could be yellow or might not be yellow. I don't know. No, let's just put in a 1-4 pair in box 1. They have to be in one of those cells. So 4 is not here in the corner, which puts it here beside the corner. That sees that by knight's move, so that's a 5. That sees this by sudoku, so that's a 5. Don't have a 5 up here. We now do have a 4 in one of those positions, and they see the corner again. So we get a 1 in this corner. 4 there. We need to get a 4 here. 4 is in one of those two, but the knight's move says not that one. So 4 is here, and that's going to fix 9 and 5, thanks to the pencil marking. Have we done all the 4s? No, we haven't at all. Oh, I thought it'd be closer. One of those two is a 4. Now that rules out both of those from being 4. So 4 in the central box is in one of those 3 places. I don't think I actually know... no, it's not here because of the 4 and the knight's move. So 4 in the central box is in one of those 2. Yeah, I'll just explain why it can't be in those 2 positions. Given that it's in one of these 2, if it was here, that sees both of these cell 1 by knight's move. If it was there, same 2 cells, so 4 can't be in those cells. 4 can't be in these because of that one. 4 in the central box is in one of those 2, and this becomes a 6 as a result. We get our 4 there. That gives us the 4 in box 6, and I'm left, unless I'm missing a knight's move, with an X-wing on 4s there. So 6 in box 9. I can just do that, and that leaves 6 in one of those 2 cells. 8 must be in one of these 2 in box 9, and that tells me that this is a 7. 7 there, 8 there. That's an 8 now, just by ordinary looking up a column sudoku. 6, 7 pair, and they both see that cell, so it can't be 6 or 7. 6, 7, 5, 8, 9, 4. We have a 1, 2, 3 triple here. So one of these 2 is yellow. I still don't know whether yellow is likely to be 1 or not. This is a 7, 8, 9 triple. That one can't be 9. This middle one can't be 8 by knight's move. That doesn't quite get anything done. How about this 6? It sees these cells. No, don't know what that does. Oh, okay, I'm going to colour this, not necessarily yellow. I'm going to colour it orange, which might turn out to be yellow. That gives us an orange here. One of these 2 is orange, which may be yellow. One of these 2 is orange, which may be yellow. One of these 2 is orange, which may be yellow. If it was yellow, it would definitely be here. One of these 3 is orange, which could be yellow. It's not getting anything done. That may be red, a red herring. Sorry, an orange herring. Maybe I'm just getting a bit too focused on things like that. Okay, let's look at this juxtaposition. 6, 7, and 8 there. They all see that cell. This one by the knight's move, those 2 directly. So this can't be 6, 7, or 8. It also can't be 4 or 9. Now, if I could rule out 5, then it's the third of 1, 2, 3, and that would feel quite interesting. But I can't. So, no, that wasn't the thing to do. 9's in one of those 2 cells, just ordinary sudoku. Very useful sudoku in a way. because they both see that cell, so that's not a 9. So 9's now in one of these two. So there are 2 9s within that. Oh, that 9 is seeing that cell. Yeah, there was only one place to put 9 in box 8. Sorry, didn't see that. There we go. Okay, so now that's not 9. Do I know which one of these two it is? I don't think I do. I'm left with another X-wing, and this does happen quite a bit in Knight's Move puzzles. You get left with these little X-wings to be resolved later. 5, 8, 1, so 7 is in one of those cells. Ah, now that's very useful because they both see that. So that can't be 7, that's 8. That's 7. Now, these aren't 8. They're a 6, 7 pair. So now we have a 4, 8 pair at the top as well. Maybe we can use the 6, 7 pair in the column. We've got 1, 2, and 3 to place in the column. Oh, that's quite interesting. This can't be yellow, and that can't be orange, but I think that means yellow and orange have to be different, don't they? Because yellow in this column has to be here. Yes. Orange in the column, therefore, because we now know yellow is different from orange according to row 9, orange has to be here. And now the colouring has got incredibly useful. We know that yellow and orange are different. And I know orange is 2 or 3, so yellow must be 1. And I think we're away now. That's going to finish everything, surely. We get 2 or 3 there. This can't be 1 anymore because it's orange. That's where 1 goes and it becomes yellow. We can make the existing one that we had yellow, obviously. And that one. This becomes a 1. Maybe that's been available for a while, actually, as a 1. But it's nice to get the colouring done. I don't care. So that's where 1 goes in the central box. That's where it goes in box whatever this is, 2. And it's not here. This is now orange, 2, 3. That sees this by Knight's Move, so that loses all its colour and becomes an albino 5. 2 or 3 in the corner. Which one do we think orange will become? Will it be 3 in the corner, or will it be just white? No, will it be 2 is the alternative. Right, 8 over here. We've got a 2, 3 pair in this column, so this is a 5, 6, 9 triple. This one sees a 6 and a 9, so we can fill those in. 5, 9, 6. Orange is here. 2 or 3 there. Knock, knock. Who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange are going to let me in. And we get a 6 there. 5 and 4 here. Yes, they are disambiguated by something. It's a 5 in column 4. That does 8 and 4 at the top. And I'm just left with, well, no, still a few things to go. 7 is there in this row. 2 or 3. Oh, I hadn't done another orange cell. This is 6 by elimination. This is 8. Now, 9 in this column I can do. 9, 7, 8. Surely I can finish all the 7s and 8s. I think I can. 8. I'm going to use the Knight's Move to hit 7 there instead of 6. And now it's just the 2s and 3s, and something must decide. Oh, these are renbans, of course. So red becomes 2, and we do get 3s in the corner, losing their religion as we finish the puzzle with 2 of them. And that's a lovely, lovely use of renban and equal sum lines concepts, and not just, but partly, because it says CTC in the top. And I've ended up with 1s, 2s, and 3s coloured in the end. I'm not quite sure whether 7 was lucky or whether it was just there, and lucky 7 is a phrase. But that was brilliant. Thank you very much, James, for sending that. Hope you did have a go at that, because that was a fun puzzle, as long as you remember the Knight's Move. I predicted I would forget it. Sure enough, I forgot it, but I'm delighted to have got there. I think I remembered it at the right point. I'll say that, which is a relief. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.